Having grown up in a major city myself, I've seen many up-and-coming districts turn into inner-city slum, where crime are inevitable in area around it. And we can see this in such cities as Houston, New Orleans, and New York. We see the crime rate of American major cities are affected by the economic recession and natural disaster. Because of those factors, many Americans have no other opportunity other than to resort to selling and using drugs and committing theft that can boost already high level of crime rates. And now that you see where we are coming from, let's look at some of the factors reported by some of the major cities. New Orleans, a city that is known for its high homicide and robbery rates. In 2004, faces the effect of Hurricane Katrina in full. In 2004, the crime rate of New Orleans was 54 people killed for every 100,000 people. In 2004, after the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, the city was desperate to rebuild itself. But instead, the crime rate continued to rise back to its normal high of 2004. The aftermath of Hurricane Katrina left the city's infrastructure destroyed and its legal system corrupt. The National Guard were called in to beef up the city's security. However, the statistics is based on a survey, interviews, and estimate from local officials. If the system is broke, how can those numbers be recorded? From January 2002 to 2005, the city's population declined 600 people per month. It is not a coincidence that during January 2006, the number of crime rates skyrocketed in Houston, while in New Orleans there were no reported shootings. In Houston, the city's crime rate went up 50% compared to years before. And out of 23 Katrina-related shootings, 9 of them can be linked to 2 gangs from New Orleans. Not only our natural disaster can affect the crime rate, but the recession may affect it as well. In my opinion, due to the recession, many major cities, such as New York, is becoming one of the most expensive places to live in. And most New Yorkers have to cut down on their dining and other luxuries. However, the focus is not on the effect of the recession on New Yorkers and other city dwellers' luxuries, but it is on the crime that it brings. ABC News reported that New York City's shooting rise 36.7% in comparison to years before when murder were up 25%. And criminologists stated that in the 1990s that the economy is not the only thing that can cause the crime rate to rise or decline, but there are numbers of factors. Some of these factors are, by putting an end to the use and selling of crack cocaine can cause the crime rate to decline. By implementing a tougher sentencing can have the same effect. And by using a more innovative policing strategies. Those factors are all valid. However, in my opinion, all of those factors in one way or another all revolve around the condition of the economy. For example, how can we stop the uses of crack cocaine when the American people are losing their job left and right? Well, now let me remind you of those factors one more time. The crime rate of major cities are affected by 2 major factors: the recession of the economy and the natural disaster. We see this in cities such as Houston, New Orleans, and New York. Now that you're aware of some of those factors, let's see if you can identify why some of America's major cities' crime rate is rising.